Taylor, ready when you are.
Okay, picture this. You're in Walmart and you're looking at DVDs when all of a sudden a random lady pushes her cart right in front of you, takes her hand and rubs it across the whole shelf, taking all the DVDs with her in her cart. It's a little crazy and it's pretty annoying, right? I get annoyed. But that is one of the events that you might see if you decide to go shopping on Black Friday this year. It can be a pretty chaotic day, and sometimes people can struggle with getting their shopping done. So today I'm going to tell you how to succeed on Black Friday by using 3 quick points of doing your research, knowing how to steal the deals, and taking the right people. So going to step 1, do your research. Okay, everyone has seen the commercials that start coming on around Thanksgiving time advertising the 1 a.m. deals, and after a while they can get pretty repetitive and annoying. But if you plan on shopping, it's important that you watch them. You need to read the magazines, especially the ones that come out on Thanksgiving. That's a good thing to do when you're stuffed with turkey and are just sitting around doing nothing. Read the magazines. That way you can figure out what you want to get and what stores have what deals. Next, you want to find out what time the stores open. A lot of them have staggered starts. So, for example, this year Walmart opens at 8, and then Target's at 9, and Kohl's is at midnight. So, since they're staggered starts, you need to know which one's open when so you know where to go. You don't want to be waiting at one store while another one opens. That way, then you would miss the deals. So, you want to know when they open. Next, you want to get store maps from the internet. A lot of them put them up the day before, and the reason you want to do this is because they hide the deals in different places in the store. They're not always in the place you would expect them to be. This is a map of Walmart from last year, and it doesn't have the list of what they're selling, but each of those numbers represents a different sale, and they're not where you would expect them to be. Last year, the DVDs were near 8 and 9, and that's in the food section, frozen food and bakery, not exactly where the DVDs are. So you need to know
where did you get that map from?
And that map is from the National Retail Federation.
Is it really? Wow. Now question, do most all Walmarts set up that way, or are they like individualized?
Most of them are set up pretty similar, but I'm sure if you went and like searched that store, you would be able to find a late dealer.
Callie, they need you. Sorry. Wow, that's a trip to have, because I'm looking at our Walmart, you guys, and that looks kind of close, depending on where's the front.
Some super Walmarts are a little bit different.
Okay.
Super Walmart,
it's like a plan of attack battle map.
The general area is pretty much the same. You want to make sure you have your priorities set so you know what you want to get the most, because if you wait and go for that last, it's probably going to be taken. So you need to know what you're going for first. And then lastly, for your research, you want to plan for the weather. Since you are shopping early in the morning or early late at night and it gets cold now, it can get a little chilly when you're waiting in line outside. So it's good to wear layers. That way you can be warm while you're outside and then you can take stuff off while you're running around the store, getting a little heated. And that brings me to being prepared. I've realized that it's easier not to sleep the night before. If you just stay up like it's a late night, then you can keep going. But if you try and sleep for 2 hours and wake yourself up again, it can be a little bit difficult. And this year, the stores are actually starting early, like at 8 and 9, so you really shouldn't sleep at all. And then you want to make sure you manage your time in stores wisely. Make sure you have a way to monitor the time while you're there so you don't miss the opening of another store. And then finally, in your preparation, know what you're getting yourself into. There's a lot of people that go. It's actually 31.7% of shoppers say they plan on shopping on Black Friday, and that's also from the National Retail Federation website. So there's going to be a lot of people, and it could get crowded. So just be prepared and know what you're getting yourself into. This is a picture of people waiting outside of Target. And it can be a little shocking if you've never went shopping on Black Friday before. People do actually tent the night before to make sure they're first in line. So they take it pretty seriously. This is a chart on Christmas by numbers. This one shows Thanksgiving weekend and how many people plan on shopping on every day that weekend. And as you can see for Friday, it's over 80 million people do their shopping on Black Friday for Christmas. And then over here, 28% of shoppers believe that the best holiday deals start on Black Friday. So it's a really good time to get your Christmas shopping done. And that's from TheStreet.com stock market news. So a lot of people go, so make sure you are not psyched out when you see all of them. And that brings me to my second point of knowing how to steal the deals. In order to do this, you have to be aggressive. People are going to be pushy and try and block you from getting what you want. And if you just stand back and try to wait your turn, they're probably not going to give it to you. Make sure you use a cart, not a basket. Since there are so many people, it's sometimes difficult to use a cart. It's just a quick tip. And then use your shopping partners. If you go into a store and you see the line goes from the checkout register all the way around the store, sometimes it's nice to stick someone in line right away. That way you don't have to wait forever, and then you can just bring your shopping to them. It makes the time go a lot faster. And use the small people in your group. This is an aisle in Walmart, and you can see it's pretty packed. So if you use the smaller people to squeeze in and get things and then get out quickly, it works out pretty well. My family goes every year, and we use my little brother because he's small. We send him in and he grabs stuff from the shelf and then brings it back out to us. And it works pretty well because he's a little more of a kid, so people don't push him around as much and he can fit through easily. And then my third point is to make sure you bring the right people that can help you do stuff like this. You don't want to take grumps or people who don't like the morning because it is going to be really late. And it gets frustrating enough already just being around so many people, so if we are frustrated to begin with, it's probably not going to make shopping enjoyable for you. So you want to make sure they know they like shopping. I wouldn't take my dad because he complains when he shops and he doesn't like to spend money. And Black Friday is kind of about spending money, so make sure you bring people who like shopping. For taking the right people, you want to make sure they can move fast, because sometimes you have to travel quickly from one point of the store to another to get to the deals or to another store completely. If you take little kids or old people who like to look at things or take their time, it could slow down your group a lot, and that could cause you to lose a deal. So just think about that when you're planning who you're going to bring with you. And then make sure you have a way to communicate with them. If you do get separated, make sure they have cell phones or walkie-talkies or whatever you want to use to be able to find them if they have to go somewhere else from you in the store. There's so many people it can be hard to find them again. So hopefully you have a successful Black Friday using those 3 tips of learning how to steal the deals, being prepared, and taking the right people. But the last step that you need to do to make the whole day a success is go home and sleep for a couple hours. Get a little cat nap or something before you go through all the stuff that you just bought. That way you can fully enjoy it and have a good rest of the day. And if you do find something that you forgot to get or you got the wrong thing, don't worry, because there's always Cyber Monday. But that's a topic for another day.
Good call.